He's not Ted. He's Tad. I can tell.
Junior, sweetie.
It's me, partner. It's Ted.
Prove it.
Prove it how? We both got the same face, that's all. But don't worry, it's an easy mistake to make, especially with the suit. People do it all the time. Even your mom.
Mom said you're not coming over anymore, so why are you here?
I will explain what Ted is doing here a little later, okay, sweetheart? You have to get out of your clothes, okay? You've gotten all muddy, huh?
I'm sorry I spooked you, May.
Well, you're not the same.
Well, I guess I'm having one of those days, you know, I just feel kind of down. You ever feel like that?
Yeah?
Well, I'm still the same guy that fixed your tire swing. So how's that not holding up, huh?
You remembered.
Of course he remembers, sweetheart. So why don't you go on upstairs and get these dirty clothes off, okay? Miss Anderson's waiting for you.
I'm glad you're back.
So am I. Mission accomplished.
Remembering the tire swing was pretty good.
You're the one that told me Ted fixed it. Nothing like lying to your kid, is there?
I didn't have any choice. You didn't have any choice. Anyway, it's done. It's done.
Believe me, it's not done. Take it from me, lies have a way of dogging you.
It's not you, okay? It's totally my fault. I was selfish to ask you to come here.
Don't start blaming yourself, okay? It's my fault. It's my fault for wanting you so bad I'd be willing to flat out lie to a little boy. Everybody's miserable because I can't make a choice. It's ridiculous, Dixie. I've got to come to some kind of decision, one way or the other.
Well, you don't have to do it now. Look, this is just the wrong, time. This is maybe the wrong place for us to be meeting like this. Maybe we should meet someplace else. Just you and me. We could go away somewhere. We could just be quiet. Like it was in Napa. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Dixie, Napa feels like a dream. We're here. We're home. We're in Pine Valley. Getting back what we had is going to be tough, if not impossible.
Don't say that.
You saw what just happened with Junior.
Well, this was just bad timing, okay? I just really want to be with you again. Just one more time.
Where?
New York?
New York.
Yeah. We could just go to a hotel, check in somewhere, sign in as Mr. and Mrs. I don't know, whatever. And close all the doors and close all the windows and just spend the whole day in bed. Wouldn't that be heaven?
A slice of it anyway.
Let's just do it.
I gotta go. Before Junior comes back down. I don't think I'm up for a repeat performance.
No, you're right. But call me.
As soon as I can.
Bye.
Bye.
Are you and Ted gonna get married?
No. Come on in here and sit down. I want to talk to you. Ted and I just, we're agreeing to disagree. That's all.
Well, how come you were kissing?
Well, do you remember when you got into that big fight with Jimmy on the playground and you shook hands to make up? That's all that kiss was about. It was sort of, a kiss to show that there's no bad feelings. That's all. I'm sorry if it got your hopes up about, me and Ted.
Well, at least it wasn't Tad. That would have been barfy.
Oh, well, there's your car. Go. That's probably Miss Anderson. You hurry up now and stay out of the mud.
Hey!
Hey, Ron.
Hey!
See ya. Hey, Dixie. I forgot the batteries of Junior's car when I dropped it off before. Dixie, are you all right?
Just a little overwhelmed, that's all. Well, what have I done to deserve this?
What?
Well, my husband home in the middle of the afternoon. Opal took the kids to the zoo, you know, on the off chance that maybe you and I could have some time alone together. I left messages at the office. I just didn't want to play telephone tag all day, you know. I didn't want this lovely, empty house to go to waste. So where were you?
I had a meeting outside the office.
Oh. Well, that's okay. You know, you're taking care of business. I obviously don't clear my calendar with you. I think the main thing is that you're here, and we're alone.
I can't do this.
What?
Lie. I can't lie to you. I didn't have a meeting this afternoon.
Did something come up?
Yeah. Dixie. Dixie came up. I was with her.
You were with Dixie?
Yeah, she, called me at the office and asked if we could get together at her house. She's been having a rough time since we got back.
You don't owe me any explanations, all right? You don't. And I don't want to be one of these wives who is always keeping tabs on their husbands.
You're not. You don't sound like that at all.
No, you didn't see me 5 minutes ago. I'm here and I'm pacing like some caged tiger. I wish I could chalk it up to the fact, you know, that it's work or I have a migraine or, you know, whatever. But it's not. It's my problem.
You don't have a problem. You're fine. You're better than that. You're the best.
Hear me out, okay? I haven't been myself lately, and I'm sure you've noticed that. I haven't been myself since you came back from Napa, and I told you what almost happened with Edmund at Willow Lake.
Don't torture yourself with that, okay?
It's not, all right? No, it's not about Edmund, all right? It isn't. Because that's over, and that's done with. It's that I had to lay my guilty conscience on you. And I didn't even give you any warning.
I understood.
You didn't understand. You just accepted it because I didn't give you any choice. I did it because I wanted to clear the air. I thought if I did that we could go forward. But what seems to have happened is it's become something between us. And so I was waiting for, you know, an afternoon, you know, something special where we could be together, where we could talk. Because I have to say this.
Okay. What?
I miss you. And I miss us. And I love you and Jamie so much. And I just want to get back to where we were before I had to open my big mouth and ruin everything. That love and that passion, you know, I don't want that to go away. I want us to have, you know, the vows that we made, the commitment to be a family. I want to be with you, and I want you to be with me like we were before. I want that. I mean, we were happy, weren't we?
Wow. Nobody can accuse me of good timing. Here you are trying to save our marriage, and I walk in and start lying to you.
Listen, that's really all right. I understand about the situation with Dixie. I know it's complicated. I had lunch with Ted this afternoon.
You and Ted?
I went to the office. You know, I was looking for you, and Ted was there. And, you know, he told me that he had proposed to Dixie, and she turned him down. And anyway, I know they were so close before all this happened in California. I know she must be upset by this. So it's only natural that, you know the whole situation better than anybody, that she would call you for comfort.
So I was lying to my own son. Just add guilt and stir. Anyway, no harm was done. He believed that Tad was Ted.
Oh, Dixie, when the low road's the only one that's open, sometimes you have to take it.
Should have seen Tad. I mean, you think I feel guilty? He was...
Tad seems to be the guy that's calling all the shots around here. It's not too easy for me to get up some sympathy for him,
He doesn't enjoy this any more than I do, this deception and all these games.
Well, then he shouldn't be playing games.
Look, this is very difficult for him, all right? I know that he loves me, and, he loves Brooke, too. His son is involved in this whole thing. But, it's like his whole future hangs in the balance.
All right, so he better start to weigh and measure and figure up the grand total pretty fast instead of sitting on the fence and keeping everybody else's life on hold. Dixie, the guy's stalling like crazy.
No, if anybody is stalling, it's me. I'm in no rush for Tad to make up his mind.
You mean you're willing to just sit around and wait forever?
As long as Tad doesn't make a decision, I can pretend that he might still choose me. But in the end, I know he's gonna stay with Brooke.
I understand you wanna hold on to every moment alone you have with Tad. I mean, you love the guy. But what makes you so sure that he's gonna stick with Brooke?
Oh, I was just thinking. Every time that he must see me and Junior together, I mean, that child who was caught between his parents, that could be Jamie.
Oh, Dixie, Tad and Brooke splitting up wouldn't be anything like you and Adam.
Well, any way you look at it, Brian, a divorce is terrible. I mean, theirs might be more polite, but it's hell on the children. And I know he would do anything to keep Jamie from getting hurt. And it's not just his son. It's Brooke, he loves her. He loves his wife.
Well, Tad loves you, too.
I guess. I mean, it's very complicated. It's difficult. It's one of those situations where he loves her and he loves me. They say that doesn't happen, but, I've been there. I loved you, and I loved Tad at the same time. And I just thought I was going to kill myself before I decided which man I would choose.
But you did it. Dixie, you left me. What makes you think that Tad won't leave Brooke?
Because you weren't Junior's father. I could leave you without losing my son.
You ever notice that no matter what we start talking about, we always come back to us? To this family, to Jamie?
You and Jamie are my whole life.
Yeah. So, where did my mother take my son and heir today?
She took them to the zoo. You know what? Your mother's a real peach. I bet you're surprised. I bet you thought you'd never hear me say that about her.
You two generally get along, don't you?
Well, she could have lobbed hand grenades at our wedding instead of rice. But you know what? She's come around. As a matter of fact, just this morning we had a talk, and you know what she told me?
No.
She told me that you love me.
You couldn't take my word for it? You had to ask her?
Sometimes it means more when it comes from somebody else. Especially somebody like Opal. It's very sweet. Really, she's sort of rooting for us.
Well, if my mother's blessing means that much to you, then it means a lot to me, too.
This is so crazy. I mean, it really is crazy. I was on the verge of tears before you came in the door, and now I can't stop smiling.
I'm glad.
So, what should we do? Your mom and the kids aren't going to be back from the zoo for hours, so is there something that I can do to make you smile?